Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and today I am at the city port of Sihanoukville, Cambodia. And I'm going to take a tour around the city and maybe a little beyond. Not sure quite yet just what we're going to see, but stick with me on this video and we'll find out together. And I think this is an interesting sight from the ship here, that on this side the land goes out into a really long spit, and then at the end of it it spreads out to the left, and it's a series of buildings that look like they're just built right on the water, just tiny pieces of land out there. Just a little bit of land. They have created some kind of community and facilities for the boats and the boat people. Maybe that is a hotel. Can't tell from here, because when I zoom out you'll see how big that is. Alright, so I gotta go get on to my tour. So I'm gonna show you my tour ticket as usual. And it has an odd spelling, but it's pronounced Sihanoukville. And I think Kampong Seom is the metropolitan area around it. And the tour I'm taking is called Town and Village Exploration.
Malaysian people told me that Malaysian people eat everything also except stone. Except stone, yeah, okay. And you can see many car you in Cambodia, car and motorbike. All of them, they import, from the foreign country. Cambodia, maybe it is smaller than the domestic airport in your country. International airport in Cambodia is smaller than the domestic airport in your country. Okay. And so the people who live in countryside, they have more children. The people who live in the capital. But gentlemen, in your country only 2 or 3 children only. Mostly, okay, 2 to 3 children. Okay. But you don't care, you have daughter or son. So like me, I have only daughter, I don't have son. I have 2 daughters now. The older one just 11 years old, younger one for 6 years old. Yeah, 2 daughters, yeah. But I like son also, but cannot. I am opposite, you come to invest in my country also, yeah. Okay, so we continue by, okay, and Pol Pot in 1953, he returned home. 1956, he got married, regime for 5 years. My Republican, no king during the time. Colonial regime, was supported by American. Pol Pot was supported by Chinese. When Pol Pot took control in Cambodia, all Cambodian people who worked to colonial regime, like the soldier, teacher, professor, doctor, engineer, most of them, they were arrested by the Khmerus. Name of the state in United States, you have 50 states, mostly they put the name of the state. Yeah. And the name in England also like the Cambridge, yeah, Cambridge University, Cambridge. And New York, yeah, like Hotel New York. And Boston. And my uncle, he worked as a doctor. Maybe 20 years ago, he won a scholarship to study in United States, in Massachusetts. My uncle, your state? Yes. Massachusetts. Okay. Massachusetts, and then he put his pharmacy in Cambodia, Boston. Okay, mostly the wife stay at home, look after the children. The husband, they go to work outside. Okay, Cambodia mostly, yeah. So, but for me, I never try. Cambodia said like it. It's a salty water. This one the sea, not fresh water. You can see on the right hand side, left hand side.
I'm on the green bus there, but I bet this bus is a lot more fun to go on a Sin tour. We got a restroom stop here. You probably noticed all the trash along the highway. That apparently is just the Cambodian way of getting rid of your trash. You just throw it anywhere.
Okay, the boat for fishing, ladies, you can see. In the front is a fishing village, but we keep the last one. Okay. After return back from Cambodia to Sinobil, we visit the fishing. Okay, you look on the right hand side is a petrol station. Okay, over there. The last one when we return back from Cambodia, we stop here. So, a fishing village.
larger city now. Not sure which city it is yet. Oh wow, we're going to try and turn down this street with the bus. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Look at all of this stuff that nobody is buying. Jeez, the scooters, something else.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, so now follow me and we get on the bus and go to visit the local market, and at 11:30 we get on the bus. Okay, meeting point is it?
Ooh, liver, I guess. These are pork skins. Picking out the pieces she wants. Some fish. These are still swimming around. Naked chickens. Dried fish. Still haven't figured out what you do with dried fish. Coconut. That guy jumped out and got away. Wow, look at all this. Well, we got out of there. It was hot in there. And hot out here too, of course. I bet you this thing is still running and carrying that cart. Pretty amazing. They use motorcycles to carry all sorts of carts instead of using pickup trucks. And these are mostly motorcycles, motorbikes, rather than scooters. Now in Thailand I saw almost nothing but scooters. Canadian Bank, what is that doing here? We're going around the roundabout here. So how did you like the food market? Amazing.
Yeah. Quite possible.
The bus is now stopped at this pepper plantation. That city we were just in, where it had the food market and the street scenes I showed you, that was Kampot, K-A-M-P-O-T. So we've driven a little further north to this place. I don't know why we're here at the pepper plantation. They took us out of the middle of the pepper field, and the peppers are not even blooming. They're just tiny little buds. So this is not too exciting a stop. We even have to buy our own drinks. They are selling black, white, and red peppers. Bags full of them here. 100% natural and organic.
Okay, this monument you can see is a friendship monument between Cambodian and Vietnamese.
Bob Marley Pizza. We're going to eat at one of these restaurants. The tour guide has picked one out for us. Rooms for rent.
So also, the restaurant, your French building.
Happy yummy pizza.
Yeah, they speak French and English
Okay.
here in Cambodia. Is the two main languages. Interesting.
I don't know.
On restaurant, yeah. You see? Friend also. Friend wedding also.
We got out of the bus to walk to the restaurant, and I get to see some river scenes here. And mountains in the distance. Interesting flowers they have floating out here in the river. There's an interesting building across the river.
I wonder if people put that in as often. It's probably the same.
They've got light fixtures in these with cables, electric cables running to them, so at night I'm sure they light them up, and that's pretty. Here's another shot of the mountains in the distance, but now they're actually pretty up close. We stopped here to take a look at this fishing village. You see some rocks out in the water there. Looks like this bike has had it. They even tried to sew the seat back together. Hanging out on the hammocks.
Next month, go to fry fisherman. Okay.
Oh,
And for this one is a big boat like this.
yeah, the big like that.
Okay.
It's three fishermen.
You know, sometimes for the big boat, they spend in the sea for 1 week. Okay, for 1 week also. Con khải đi còn dương chanh nè, còn dương chanh vì là biết là phát bản nào vậy. Don't back load, no? So they live from the village to fish in the sea, maybe around 10 to 15 kilometer distance. Yeah, from here the big boat 10 to 15, but the small boat maybe 5k, 6k. Okay.
I'm going to zoom in on some of those boats out there. They're probably just similar to these here at the docks.
Okay, mostly they use net like this, catch the fish. Yeah, many kind of fish in like.
Kids like to pose for pictures. This is a storage room, card playing table, really nice wood carved table, and they have plenty of beer. Cambodian beer. They live in these shacks. This is some kind of a store. Here's a motorbike with a side saddle seat on it. I've never seen one of those before. That looks like a 50 or 65 engine. I had a Honda 65 once. 47,000 miles here. There's those mountains again. And I'm on a bridge that goes over this inlet that goes out to the sea. Way out there. See some boats way out there on the sea. Typical Cambodian fishing village. Wow, look at all these boats. All jammed up against each other here along the dock. Boy, all of the tour buses are stopping here. And this is the way they like to do their trash. That is one way to get rid of it. Just throw it out in the front yard. Here's how you take your girlfriend on a date in Cambodia. Boy, one little bump and she's off of there.
Okay, so
Oh wow, he's got two girls.
So now we use another
Nice.
road, yeah. Back to Sinoville. Because at the same road, when we came in the morning.
This looks like a simple manufacturing plant here. Well, this has been an interesting trip. We're getting close back to the ship docks, getting a little bit of beach scenes here. This has been an interesting trip. Not really seeing any tourist attractions, just seeing how life is for Cambodians along the roads that we went on. So at least 3/4 of the whole time we were just riding on the bus and just got off from time to time. So let me know what you think of the video in the comments below. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Good day, folks.